on Thursdays. The PFL playoffs roll on Friday nights, welterweights and featherweights. The main card at 10 on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus, with coverage of the undercard beginning at 5 on ESPN Plus. Now that Woody and Orlovsky are gone,
they're gone.
Is there anything you want to say?
Not bad, Matthew. I've enjoyed this time together.
This has been nice.
This has been nice.
Are we doing it again tomorrow?
I will not.
Oh, I will be back. Okay, well, then this was really enjoyable. Thanks for watching First Take. Coming up next.
What was so disheartening and heartbreaking about last year was the work that I put in, and then to play 4 plays was really, really tough.
Time runs out. Down goes Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is sitting down in the field. He's hurt. For the Jets and their fans, they're thinking, not again.
Give me the depths, and then watch what I do.
Get ready for the comeback, comeback.
I enjoy being counted out and being an underdog and being an afterthought at times. It's been fuel to my fire. I'm not trying to coast into irrelevance. If I didn't think I could play at the highest level and be the best player in the league and lead this team in the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be playing.
Get ready for me.
Well, it's a Friday Eve, and look at this crew. These handsome gentlemen. Dan Orlovsky, to my right. Well, to my right, I don't know what everyone else on the screen at least. My guy, Damian Woody, Super Bowl champ in the building, 2-time Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
I'll put some respect on your name.
Please do.
Yeah, and of course, Stephen A. Smith. Hi, guys. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, what's up? Good morning to everybody. Good morning. I just want to say, first of all, it's always good to see my brother's football season is on and popping. My man Orlovsky is in the house with his Elvis hairdo. Woody looking like, you don't look like quite a politician, but you're looking good. The color schemes is nice because we all are rocking blue, although we know who's rocking the best version of blue this morning. And Molly, I'm so proud of you. You have on something different today. Way to go. Way to go, Mom. Way to go. How y'all doing?
Thanks, Steve. Good to see you. All right, let's start the show. Aaron Rodgers is absolutely ready to go in a tough season opener against the Niners defense. That's according to Robert Saleh, who says Rodgers has an arm of someone 10 years younger. However, our Chris Canty is not nearly as high. Here's Canty with a hot take on Rodgers.
New York Jets.
I knew that was coming.
I don't think they got the guy. 40-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles injury. I don't believe that we're going to see the same version of Aaron Rodgers that won back-to-back MVPs 3 years ago. I think life comes at you fast in the National Football League. We're seeing that a little bit with Russell Wilson and how quickly he has regressed. I think we're in store for Aaron Rodgers playing an extended period of time over the course of this season, but us realizing that he's fallen off a little bit when it comes to his ability to be a difference maker at that position.
All right, there's a lot of facial expressions happening to my left, but Dan, you're up first. Will Rodgers be a difference maker this year is the question, but feel free to react to Canty.
Of course he's going to be. He always has been. I got a lot of love for Chris. I do. What? Why, Chris? When you say, well, the 40-year-old coming off the injury, so is the hesitation that he's 40? Is it that he's coming off of the injury? Are they separate, or it's because there's this combination? I don't understand how we constantly do this with people who are greats. Not really goods, but greats. We did this with Tiger Woods. We did this with Tom Brady. We did this with Peyton Manning. That we take these all-time greats, and when they have a little bit of a downtime or a valley, we just write them off and think, well, that's the end of the story. Okay, so when Aaron won his MVPs, that 20 and 21 stretch, I believe it was, he ran the ball 60 times in that 2-year stretch, 65 times. It wasn't like he was this run-around playmaker, so the Achilles injury, it's not like this guy was Lamar Jackson winning the MVP. He threw for like 80 touchdowns and ran the ball 65 times. We have seen all-time great quarterbacks then go on. Here's the stats right here. So look at, the guy, so 70 times he ran the football. This was a point guard at his very best, an elite RPO guy, a one-on-one nightmare when it comes to playing the quarterback spot. He wasn't this elusive runaround guy. The Achilles injury then doesn't really matter to me. We have watched Matthew Stafford when he was older, go win it. Tom Brady when he's older, go win it. Peyton Manning, and that was because of a great defense. Jets happen to have one, go win it. Kurt Warner when he was older.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there behind his seat. And leave a comment below. This is a make or break season for he's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. Look, I got to tell you, a lot is going on in the world right now. I had a guy come up to me today, and he's like, hey, this is where I'm trying to walk the dog for a second. He goes, hey, I got to make sure my water's filtered. We're going to lose our water. I'm like, shit, man, I got a lot going on this morning. I got to take my kids to school, and I'm trying to prepare for my show this morning. And he's like, yeah, you're going to run out of water. The water's going to be gone. What happened with the election? I was like, shit, man, everything's going on right now. I'm trying to get under control right now. I'm trying to talk about football, trying to get settled here. I got my coffee here. One of my other mugs I always like to use, it says, it's happy wife. And I got the mug that says happy life. And I'm trying to chase that like everybody in the live stream right now. Guys, welcome back to the show. Look, it's Thursday. It's the 22nd. It's August. We're breezing through. Before you know, it's going to be September, and it's football time. It's football season. Ready to rock and roll. Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Are they going to win a third Super Bowl? Will they be the first to do that? And will Patrick Mahomes make history? When I say that, I'm not just talking about Patrick Mahomes because, you know, it's I-N team. I'm not trying to say that. It's the Chiefs. That's why I look at the main default picture there. It's the Chiefs. Will they make history with Patrick Mahomes? Is he the GOAT? Is he the greatest of all time? Will he be the greatest of all time? We got conversation today to talk about him. We're talking about Tom Brady, what he said about Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. We're talking about what they did this season to prepare to be better than they were last season. And can Patrick Mahomes do it without Travis Kelce? Those are some of the questions we got today live on our platform. Guys, welcome back to the live stream. You just come here for the first time, hit that like button right now. Everybody that's watching this right now, hit that like button, leave your message, and somebody help Richard Mason get in the Mason Mob. So I dropped the link in the chat, and make sure he can join at the end of our show. I'll drop it in there, and you can join, be part of our program as we build and we grow. Right now, conversation, will the Chiefs win third Super Bowl straight? The Kansas City Chiefs have been balling. They've been rocking and rolling for the last couple years, led by, obviously, Patrick Mahomes and his right-hand man, Travis Kelce, doing some big things. The question is, in the live stream right now, will they win a third Super Bowl straight? In the chat, put yes. If you're watching live, put yes in the chat right now. And vote at the top. You can put yes or no in the polls right there. And people that are watching this after the fact, if you come and join our show after it's live, which happens all the time, thousands of views come in after the live cast. We're pushing people to get in here at 10 a.m. in the morning. Why is it important to be here at 10 in the morning? Because we get you the stuff first. Something happens last night. We're on it in the morning. I'm going to be here in the afternoon talking about it, and shit already passed by. Things are happening like yesterday's conversation. I jump on here at 6 p.m. at night, and people are like, heard this shit all day. So I make sure we get it to you early, get it to you straight, and let you know what's going on. But look, Kansas City Chiefs, will they win the third Super Bowl straight? We're going to dive into that right now and talk about it. Did they improve in the offseason? Right, so that's what it comes down to. Will they win third Super Bowl? And did they improve in the offseason? And why I'm talking about that is Patrick Mahomes, obviously led by Andy Reid, the organization. They go out and they get things done. I've been talking about this. I've been bringing it to the attention. Why it's important right now is because tonight we got the live game right here on the platform. We got Chicago Bears, led by Caleb Williams, the number one pick in the draft, playing against the Chiefs. And look, the Chiefs, obviously preseason games, they don't win many. Right? You look at it, they're not winning preseason games. But at the end of the day, they win Super Bowls. They win regular season games. They win playoff games. They get to the postseason. They ball out. So the question remains, will they win 3 in a row? It will be the first time in history if they do that. And Patrick Mahomes is like, I think we will. I think everybody in the Chiefs organization, all those people at Arrowhead Stadium, I got tons of pictures to pull up today. They believe they're going to win the third Super Bowl straight. And I'm just saying, they didn't lose much. They didn't lose much. If they won last year, they didn't lose much, and then they gained players. We're going to go into right now who they brought in. The question is, can they do it? It's very difficult to do. A lot of people are asking the question, what's more important? Will Lamar Jackson get the MVP, or will Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl? Right? Those are the things right now. What's more likely to happen? What's more likely to happen? Both are difficult. Who will get the MVP and who will win the Super Bowl? And right now, Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, all I'm saying is they're improving. And when I tell you why they're improving, I'm bringing up who they got, who they brought in, the players they brought in, why it's kind of important to talk about right now. And here's some of the players I'm going to bring to you in a second. Xavier Worthy, they brought a receiver in, and tonight they play live right here on the Brandon Mason Show, right here. Hang out with me and watch the game. I bring it right here, and we hang out and have a great time. But Xavier Worthy, they needed a receiver. All they had last year was Rashee Rice. They bring in Xavier Worthy, and they made some Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. They were not going to get Xavier Worthy. Other teams had opportunities. They traded up. They made it happen. Do you think for a second National Football League that people are like, let's let the receivers get another beast receiver on the team because they really won a Super Bowl without that, and now they do have that? If I was there, I'd say, hey, I'm taking Xavier Worthy before they get him, and they did it. And this guy's a beast. This guy runs a speedy time. And then on top of that, we had this conversation. They went out and they brought in this guy, Rees-Zammit, a rugby player, and I'm just saying it's just what they do. Will this guy be the most impactful player? Maybe not. Will he get all those snaps? Maybe not. I know he had an injury. Is he going to keep playing? Is he going to be there? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs find ways to improve, and it's led by Andy Reid. It's led by the organization. Obviously, they let him do what he wants to do. He's been a great coach in National Football League for a long time. Was great with the Philadelphia Eagles. Some people say not as good with the Eagles. Some people say he was great. Some people say now with the Chiefs, he's a much better coach. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs improved this year. They went out and they filled pieces. They looked around and said, what do we need? And they picked up those pieces and they put it in action. Defensive line, offensive line is going to be a big part of the Chiefs this year. If they play well, if offensive line protects Patrick Mahomes, it's going to be very hard to stop the Kansas City Chiefs, to stop the GOAT, to stop the guy that's running around the field. And I'll be honest with you, when I see the Chiefs, when I see Patrick Mahomes, he looks awkward at first, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. I love what Patrick Mahomes does. Phenomenal quarterback, super dynamic. Love watching him play. I'm not going to bet against him anymore. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care who he's playing. But at the end of the day, he just looks awkward at first. And then he just keeps winning football games. You're like, what is he doing? Winning football games. What is he doing in the playoffs? Winning football games. And what is he doing in the Super Bowl? Winning football games. So how he's walking around here like, he looks a little bit like wobbly out there, right? Like, I'm like, what is that? I'm trying to keep an eye on him. And the guy's just so damn talented. And I'm not knocking him. I just like to call a spade and have fun with the conversation. Look a little awkward out there in his football helmet running around. But balling, right? So look, when I look at the picture and I got all kinds of players in Arrowhead Stadium and what's going on, some great opportunities to talk about this right now. And move on to the piece of the pie that I think is kind of important for people to talk about too in a second. But why is he different? Why is Patrick Mahomes so different than other players in the National Football League? Like, I really want to know what you guys think in the live stream. Why is he so different? He's running the ball, yeah, so does Lamar Jackson. So does Josh Allen. I mean, we can go through so many other quarterbacks that run the football all the time. You're going to see Caleb Williams this year. You're going to see other players. I think Tua will do a little bit more with his legs this year. I think he needs to with $212 million. He needs to be running a lot of positions with that kind of money. But when you go through the National Football League and scroll down, Jalen Hurts making plays with his legs, right? Justin Fields making plays with his legs. Trey Lance, and when he plays, even Dak Prescott, they make plays with their legs, and he does that. But why is he so different? Why does this guy show up on Thursdays, on Sundays, on Mondays, and win football games? And people are like, yeah, he's a little awkward. Yeah, he looks awkward sometimes. Not going to lie. I watch it. I'm like, this guy. But he keeps winning football games. And I got pictures on here right now of him showing up. People are like, oh, you know, he might do well. He might, I'm going to count the Chiefs out. And some people start counting the Chiefs out. And then when I scroll down here, I look at my computer systems and see what I got on Patrick Mahomes. You got stuff like this. Trophies, Super Bowls, back-to-back, and then there's another one. Bang, shows up, wins again. And it's like, why is this man so dynamic? Like, what is it about Patrick Mahomes, right? It's not his speed. That's not the answer because he runs right. He's not all that fast, if you ask me. He eludes, he makes plays. But it's his ability to lead the offense. It's his ability to be poised as a quarterback. Let me tell you something right now. I look at this picture right here, coming through the tunnel, coming through the fog. The guy gets pumped up. Everybody gets pumped up. Let me tell you something. Football's back. Can we in the chat right now? Everybody put NFL in the chat. We haven't done that in the last couple of days. Put NFL in the chat because the NFL is back. If you're watching this live right now, then you know we are going to be live next week on all the platforms, TikTok, Twitter, all the social media, Facebook, everywhere you can imagine. Instagram Live, all through all the platforms live. We have some sponsors coming in that are waiting for that to happen. They're calling us saying we need you to be live everywhere. So good morning to you guys if you're watching. If you're watching from your couch right now, if you're watching from work, you're watching from your office, you're walking around your business right now, and you got that phone opened up, I appreciate you watching it live. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we got a lot of things to talk about, and we're going to dive into it tonight for the live game right here. And we do all sports entertainment. We'll go into that in a second. Got some other things I want to tell you. But why is he different? I think it comes down to being humble, being poised, understanding the play calling, understanding the defense. A lot of stuff comes into a mental capacity. You can't just be athletic. Guys like Tom Brady, we'll get to it in a second. Guys like Peyton Manning, I talk about that all the time. Eli Manning, and I'm not in any particular order. You can go on and on. Some of these best players to ever play in the National Football League. Some people say Joe Montana ran around a lot. Speaking of Joe Montana, right, in that red jersey as well, running around making plays. You know, I think he's just different because he has a personality that when he comes on the field, you're like, this man is he's just a well-rounded individual, right? And then he's like biracial too, right? Like he's just well-rounded. You know, you're like, this guy, you know, then he plays baseball too, and you're like, okay, he's an overall athlete. He's not the fastest guy. He's not the tallest guy. He's not like, you know, anything, the strongest trait. It's just that overall athlete, the ability to want to win, the ability to get out there and lead his team down the field, make the right plays, make less mistakes, and get out there and make plays. In the chat right now, who's going to win tonight? Chiefs or the Bears? Drop it in the chat right now. I'm going to see what you guys think. Chiefs or Bears tonight for the NFL play-by-play. We're going to talk about that for sure. This is going to be a great conversation because I think it's important. Caleb Williams plays again tonight, first pick in the draft. We'll play against the Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. But to end that part and piece of the pie tonight, and this morning rather, why Patrick Mahomes is just different is because he's just made to win. The man just finds ways. And last year when he didn't have a receiver, top receiver, he had Rashee Rice. He didn't have the all-time weapons out there. He just finds ways. And when they got rid of Tyreek Hill, right? They got rid of Tyreek Hill. People were like, man, we lost Tyreek Hill. That was the guy we needed on our football team. Holy shit. Andy Reid wasn't thinking that. Andy Reid was like, we're going to be fine. And look, he leaves, goes to the Dolphins. The Chiefs win Super Bowls back to back. They didn't even need Tyreek Hill. And I'm not knocking Tyreek Hill at all. I think Tyreek Hill is absolutely phenomenal. And we had this conversation, and why it's so important right now to understand is just the diversity of what's going on and things that are in the way, right? And I had this before, like his wife was out there. I think she matured a little bit this year, hanging out with Taylor Swift. We'll get to it in a second. But then, obviously, the brother down there was building his TikTok dreams, right? And getting out there and having a balling situation and just trying to create his social media. And look, rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. As a younger brother, even older brother, doesn't matter. If you don't have shit going on and your brother is the king of football at this point, the GOAT, winning football games, winning Super Bowls, everybody loves him. He's a good person. He's not getting in trouble. He's lead by example type of individual. He's a captain. He's winning games. Yeah, your brother might take that opportunity to get out there and start doing shit that's kind of outlandish because why the hell not? Now, you know, the wife, some of these things that were kind of in the way. But again, they went out. Now they're like, we're getting players. And I just showed you, they got Xavier Worthy straight from Texas, a baller that showed up. And now he's going to be on the field. Just brought him more weapons and more people they can dish the ball to. And it's like, he just opens up the offense in ways you're like, okay. And then he's making people miss. His helmet cracks on the field. He's a warrior. But you look at it, he's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. He's not, but he's just mentally tough. He's a mentally tough athlete that you need the quarterback position, and I think that's so important. Move on to the next piece of the pie here. Tom Brady says Mahomes is the best, okay? Tom Brady said Mahomes is the best and went out there, played against him, was on the field watching Patrick Mahomes. In the chat right now, who's better? I still like Tom Brady. I still think Tom Brady is gifted. Still think Tom Brady was unbelievable. I still think Tom Brady is right now, quote-unquote, the best ever right this very second. But will Patrick Mahomes take that? And Tom Brady very specifically said, look, he's the best. He had an interview out there and he said, Patrick Mahomes is the best. He's the GOAT. I watch him. I mean, the guy makes plays. He gave credit to Peyton Manning, obviously, one of the best ever. Said, yeah, Peyton Manning, greatest. But when he looks at Patrick Mahomes on the field right now, who's on the field, who's leading your team by example, and it's who's winning football games. Lamar Jackson, MVP, great. Player, when you play against him, you got to find a defense that's going to work. He's going to scramble, get outside the pocket, make plays with his legs. His screen passes, he extends the play for more than 3, 4, 5 seconds at a clip running around. He makes things happen, but Patrick Mahomes wins Super Bowls. They look at all these other quarterbacks. You go to Dak Prescott, makes play. Patrick Mahomes wins Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, yeah, but look, Brock Purdy, great, balling right now for the 49ers. Yeah, but lost to Patrick Mahomes. Everything leads to be believing that Patrick Mahomes is so damn gifted and so damn good. And then I think that people are like, well, shit, I guess Patrick Mahomes has to be the GOAT, has to be the best. And when these players, you see them on the field, to get an accolade, to get somebody like Tom Brady to step up and be like, look, man, Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. He's the best. He's the greatest. To hear that, what do you think Patrick Mahomes feels? Because at the end of the day, like, that is what you want to hear. Like, the world is chanting your name. Let's go. Chiefs are chanting your name. People are chanting your name. Everybody's talking about you. 3-peat. And you start to go, people that hate the Chiefs are like, I don't want to see you win the Super Bowl. But people that love the Chiefs and people that love football are like, yo, Patrick Mahomes really deserves this Super Bowl, deserves to get 3 straight. Will it happen? In the chat right now, can you guys hashtag Chiefs and put hashtag Chiefs, no they won't, hashtag Chiefs, yes they will win it right now. And the reason why we're doing that is so we can get it streaming around our social media platform and getting you guys used to using the hashtags. Why is that important, you might say? Brandon, why is that so important to use a hashtag? Here's why. Because when we're live on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, and we're live, all these people are going to be communicating with you guys and conversing back and forth using hashtag NFL through all those social media platforms. You're going to see them all streaming in here real soon as we go live on all the platforms. And when they're all in here, hashtagging, it spreads around social media. And that's how we continue to build our platform, which you guys help us build so greatly. And I'm so ever grateful for that as we continue to build on this. Now, we had Tom Brady went out there of all the accolade possible and said he's the best. And when you get it from the GOAT, Tom Brady is still the GOAT. I hate to say that, even though I love Patrick Mahomes doing so phenomenal. Let's just call it like it is. Tom Brady's been around the National Football League forever. And he's balled out forever. Guys, he'd be like 50 years old. And he's still talking about coming back to football. He had a conversation, I believe it was a couple days ago, and now it's been a couple times, saying, I'm going to come back. And don't let you guys think for a second I can't come back and ball out, because I will. And he keeps talking about it, and he hints at it, and people are like, nah, he's going to come back and play football. But maybe, right, people are talking about that. He wants to come back out of retirement and play one more season. I'm like, hey, Tom Brady, listen. You retired, you came back, you left your team, you left the Patriots, you showed up in Tampa, and you won a Super Bowl. People are like, oh, shit. He didn't do an Aaron Rodgers. He didn't do a Brett Favre. He didn't do all these quarterbacks that move around the National Football League. This guy left his team where he won Super Bowl after Super Bowl with Bill Belichick and all those players, made all great Wes Walkers of the world, made these little guys wonderful, made him out to look so great, and they made him look great as well. Goes to Tampa Bay and wins another Super Bowl with Gronkowski. And people are like, oh, shit. Obviously, Tom Brady's the best ever. Then he leaves the game. Now he's going to be one of the most highest paid ever spokesperson on television. And you don't got to get hit at all. He's going to get paid more money, a lot more money right now than he ever did in TV. He doesn't have to get hit. Doesn't have to get concussions, doesn't have to get ridiculed by all kinds of people that move around team. And on top of that, he can hang out with his family and his kids. They can travel around. He doesn't have to have his mouthpiece in or be in all the study and all the game room and film tape. He doesn't have to go through all that. Obviously, with Giselle and all that shit didn't work out. That's the problem. That's why I say right here, happy wife, happy life. Keep that shit good, because that shit will mess up a lot of problems. Let's call it like it is right now. But look, Tom Brady said Mahomes is the absolute best. He's rooting for him. He thinks he's the all-time greatest. So we're going to move on right now. A piece of the pie I want to talk about. I think you guys should be hearing. Could Mahomes win without Travis Kelce? Like, that's a question that I think people need to talk about. Could Patrick Mahomes win without Travis Kelce? Now, let me tell you something. I've been talking about this on our platform for a pretty long time now, every time we talk about football. And good morning, people that are coming in this morning. If you're part of the Mason Mob, thank you. If you're coming into the building right now, could Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl without Travis Kelce? Why I'm saying that is because they've always been playing together. I got pictures on here for a long time. And it's not even just that. I think in the National Football League, in this day and age, if you've been watching me now on here for the live stream in the morning, and you know I'm telling you the truth, teams that win Super Bowls now have excellent tight ends. If not Travis Kelce, they're going to have to get another one. Who was in the Super Bowl last year? Travis Kelce. George Kittle, another great tight end in the National Football League. You look around, and I'm telling you right now, this season, you go to every team, go, who's their tight end? If they don't have a beast tight end, count them out. I'm telling you right now, That's how I feel. Why do I say that? Because you can make plays. Your quarterback can throw the ball, can make plays. He can hand it to the running back. You get all your receivers, even the freaking Miami Dolphins with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, OBJ, and they have all those other receivers too. If they don't got a tight end, eventually you're like, I can't hit that big body guy down the center of the field. Who did Tom Brady win? With Gronkowski, another beast tight end for all those years. Yeah, Tom Brady was great, but he had Gronkowski to throw the football to. When in doubt, hit Gronk. Bang, middle of the field. Big ass guy, like a center on the basketball court, just backing people up, catching passes. Now, is he, Travis Kelce, is he as big as Gronkowski? Not as big, but he's still a big body guy out there making plays. And you go around, George Kittle, a tough-nosed guy, making plays, can block, can catch, getting you first downs, moving the chains, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, catching passes, hitch routes down the middle of the field, in routes, 10-yard, even 5-yard turnaround stop routes, catching passes, and then, hey, we'll run the ball. Block. These big-time guys can block. Dallas Cowboys had Ferguson step up last year. I said, okay, stepping up a little bit, but is he going to be like Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Gronkowski? Maybe, maybe not. When the Cowboys won football games, who did they have? They had some beast tight ends. They had Novacek back in the day. They had Jason Witten, right? They had tight ends that were out there catching passes. If you're not hitting your tight end this day and age in National Football League, and he's not a hybrid tight end, I'm talking a guy that can block, a guy that can catch, a guy that can be one-on-ones with linebackers, jumping up, making catches, making play. That's what you're missing. So look at your football team right now. Drop your favorite NFL team in the chat. Can you guys all put your favorite NFL team in the chat? I got a funny feeling we got a lot of Eagles fans, a lot of Cowboys fans, right? Drop them in the chat right now. If you're watching this live stream, make sure you hashtag NFL and put your favorite team in the chat right now. I want to see all those messages in there as we start moving that around. Hashtag NFL and put your favorite team. But can he win without Travis Kelce? Right? And I got that picture right there. Look at this. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. Like, these are the boys. Like, this is the combination right now. And we got pictures of Travis Kelce getting all fired up. We got pictures of Travis Kelce getting out there all fired up, right? And we see him right there. And we know that he got out there on the field and he had some tough, little feelings, little words he had for Andy Reid. And all it was, don't take me out of the damn game. Like, don't take me out of the game, bro. I'm trying to get out here and ball. And I feel like Patrick Mahomes, to answer the question, can Patrick Mahomes win? I think he could win without Kelce, but I don't think he's going to win a Super Bowl without a tight end. I'm talking a beast tight end. A tight end that can block, a tight end that can catch the passes and get first downs and back people out and boom, catch it. A big body guy. I don't think anybody right now in the National Football League is going to win a Super Bowl without a tight end. And I even look at even the freaking Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, right? Awesome tight end again. Andrews, great tight end. He was hurt for a while. Him healthy, completely healthy. The Baltimore Ravens are a whole different football team because he can block and he can catch. And I'm just saying right now, Mahomes needs a tight end like Travis Kelce to win Super Bowls. And it's not just him. It's every quarterback, if you ask me, in the National Football League right now. And up in the box, they brought Taylor Swift. All those Swifties out there bringing tons of crowds. People all over the place are showing up. You have all kinds now of new fans, right? Tons of new fans out there that love the Kansas City Chiefs. You got all those Swifties out there. Now, when I talk about this, I always tell you, I do not know shit about Taylor Swift music. I don't know one. If you play the song, I'm going to know. It's all over the world, obviously. If I hear it, oh, yeah, that song. Do I know a name of a song? No. Do I follow Taylor Swift? No. But Taylor Swift has brought more action to the Chiefs, which leads to me, will they win another Super Bowl? Well, look, they got more fans than ever. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the toughest places to play in the National Football League. I got that picture of that stadium right here for you guys to pull up. This is the place to play where people are like, holy shit. Like, this is a tough place to play. Where is the toughest? Do you guys think, you're watching this live right now? Good morning to you guys. I'll make an announcement to all your names that are in here right now. Do you think this is a tough place to play? Where is the toughest place to play in the National Football League? In the chat right now, make sure you hashtag NFL. Where is the toughest place to play football at this point in time right now? Like, where do you guys think is the toughest place to play? Because I want to know, Eagles, is it the Cowboy Stadium? Is it Arrowhead Stadium? Is it Buffalo? Is it the Steelers? Like, where is the toughest place to play football? Is it Miami because it's so damn hot? Like, the fans, the interaction. Where is the toughest place to play football as we move on to the next piece of the pie now right here? Chiefs' schedule for 2024. We got that brought up here. I got their schedule. But more importantly about their schedule, let's talk about who they got in the conference and in their division right now. They got the Chargers. They got the Raiders. They got the Broncos. Does anybody think for a second, by looking at this right now, does anybody for a second believe that is there anybody in here that can beat the Chiefs? Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Can any of those teams, do you think, will beat the Chiefs this year? Like, do you think that's possible? The Chargers, they're going to be good. Obviously, Harbaugh's coming in, but they're rebuilding, right? The Raiders, they have a lot of talent, but it's like, who's going to start? What quarterback? And they're making some decisions now. Obviously, they got their quarterback lined up. But it's like, you look around the National Football League, and there's teams out there that have a lot of potential. The Browns, the Bengals of the world. You can go through all these teams like, they could be good. The Steelers, I love the Steelers, but are they going to be good? I don't know. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, we're not sure. You go around. The Jets, Aaron Rodgers, will they play good? I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be in? Like the Giants, no. The Eagles have a great opportunity. Tons of great talent. Oh, my God. They even got Saquon Barkley now. They have great receivers. A.J. Brown. They got Jalen Hurts. The Eagles look great on paper. They look great on paper, and they're kind of more well-rounded, right? That's a team that's well-rounded, and they have an opportunity. Not like, the Raiders are kind of like shifty. The Broncos are shifty. The Chargers are shifty. People like the 49ers, people like the Eagles, people like even the Cowboys have a good opportunity when you look around the National Football League to play well. I find it that even Lamar Jackson, they got some team, but will they beat the Chiefs? Can they beat the Chiefs in a Super Bowl? I look at the Chiefs' schedule and I go, playing the Chargers, playing the Raiders, playing the Broncos multiple times, Raiders might give them a problem. But Patrick Mahomes is just that damn good. I just don't see them stopping the Chiefs at all. When I look around the other parts of the field, let me see who's in here right now. Good morning to everybody in the live stream right now. If you're just watching us right now, good morning, Tracy, Jeff Lee, Roger, Gordo, Rick Mason in the building. Pops in here. Mile High, what's going on? Mile High, we got to drop. Mile High, we got to drop this for Mile High right now in the building.
Smoke weed every day.
There we go. Annie, Brenda, everybody that's in our live stream this morning, thank you for joining our show. Tracy, what's going on? How are you feeling? Can you guys in the chat right now just drop in? LaFrance came in the building. How are you doing? I'm looking in the live stream, pulling up. I appreciate everybody that's coming in here right now. I know everyone that comes in and hangs out and leaves a message for me in here. If I don't see it all, it's just because I can't. My eyes are shitty right now. That is why. And if anybody right now, you got something to say about Patrick Mahomes, I'll pull it up on the screen. If you hashtag Chiefs about Patrick. Jeff Lee, what is going on? Jeff Lee got his own star. He's going to use that, boy. He's going to use that star to his advantage throughout this live stream. And look, at the end of the day, the question still remains. Will Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs win third Super Bowl straight? Will they make history? Is this starting to row? And here's the thing. It's history for the Chiefs, and then it's history for Patrick Mahomes, because this could put a stamp on his history when he finishes there. This could put a stamp on his future. This could put a stamp on a lot of things. Why? Because, listen, Travis Kelce is not going to be there forever. Andy Reid, not going to be there forever. People are going to move on. This is the season. If Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs win this season, they make history for 3 in a row. They also make history for Patrick Mahomes. They go, look, you thought I was best of all time. Then you kept going back and forth with Tom Brady. Some people say Peyton Manning. Some people say, Joe Montana. Yeah. But Tom Brady, realistically, most people feel that he's the best of all time. And Patrick Mahomes, if he wins 3 in a row and he's still playing football, it's kind of like, this early in your career, to have that many Super Bowls. We're talking about a guy, you got to understand, Patrick Mahomes is not 40 years old. He's not in his late 30s. He's a young guy on the field running around making plays. And I'm just saying, this is an opportunity to make history, and I think they have one hell of an opportunity to do that. And right now on the live stream, if you got something to say, you can hashtag NFL right now or hashtag Chiefs right now in the live stream, and I can pull it up on here if you have a message to drop into the live stream right now. I'm just going to connect it so it's actually on here. Let me make sure that it is. Yes, it is. Let me turn it on. Listen, the reason why I do this part of the show is to make sure that some people have something to get up their chest. They got something they want to say. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Let me see if I got it right here. I believe it's connecting right now to the platform. Here we go. And it is. And we're live right now with messages that can pop on the screen. So right now, put hashtag Chiefs in the live stream if you have something to say right now. Hashtag Chiefs and put it up there. Put your message out there. Mile High, how are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? What is going on? Look, it's going to be a good thing. Who you got? You got the Broncos out there. I know there's some fans out there. People love the Broncos. There's a lot of Broncos fans out there, and they got who they going Knicks. They're picking their quarterback too. I remember when Flacco went out there and was going bananas, right? Flacco was out. People, what's going on here? What we got? Jeff Lee stepped into the building, and Jeff Lee said, "Go Cowboys for life." He said, "Go Cowboys for life." He dropped the stars out there in the building. He's dropping the stars out there. What do you guys got to say? Right now in the live stream, as I got it wide open right here, hashtag in the top right now. What we got right now? Mile High's got something to say. Bronco country. Bronco country, no, bold nose. Mile High said, we're going Mile High, babe. You know, I got your little.
Smoke weed every day.
You know, Mile High's in here going bananas for his team. We can't forget that. I got to tell you, when Peyton Manning was there, wow, the Broncos were unbelievable. Tough team to beat for sure. What we got right now coming onto the live stream. Make sure you put a hashtag right now in the chat and put hashtag Chiefs. Drop it out there right now. What is going on right now? Who else we got in the building? Gordo, what's going on? What we got right now, Gordo? What are we talking about right now? Gordo's out here in the building. We appreciate him. If you don't know Gordo is a chef. He is a chef in Miami. And he's popping in, and he loves the Bears. We know you love the Bears, Gordo. We know you come on here. We appreciate you. Anybody else wants to drop some on here? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Will Patrick Mahomes, will they win another one? This is your chance right now. If you put hashtag in the chat, your message will pop up automatically on my screen, and all I got to do is click on it. As soon as it pops up, I click on it, pop, and it pops up in the building right now on our live stream. Let me see what else is going on right here. Roger has a message right here. Let's see what it says in the live stream right now, and I will read it because you know my eyes are freaking impossible. I guess just my age, but I can't get behind when compare Montana to others. Just great. These are different times. You know what? I got to tell you, I will tell you this. Back in the day, Roger, you will laugh about this message right now. You will definitely laugh about this shit. Back in the day when I played football, I went to Roger's house down in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and I was playing a football game on the computer, a little video game, and I was playing with people like Joe Montana and all these people. I think it was like Randall Cunningham, and I don't remember all the names, I'll be honest with you. It was so damn long ago. But people like Joe Montana, and they were so damn good, right? And you would get the ball, and there was only 2 damn buttons on the controller. I was down there on Mercer Street, and I would just hit the spin button and just run up the sideline and try to score touchdowns. I'm just saying, I have to agree, times are different right now. It is completely different. Football is different. Even kickoffs are different. Anybody else in here right now, drop it in the chat. Listen, can you put your birthdays in the chat right now? Let's see the birthdays in the chat right now, because I want to know on this live stream right now where you guys are, where you're based, obviously, but your age. So we can see how people are thinking completely different. Put your birthdays out there. Look, I'm July 18th. I'm 86. But drop it in the chat right now. I want to know what you guys think. Eric Brown is in the building. What you got to say, Eric? Let me put it up there right now. Supposed to put a hashtag, but we'll use the @ symbol for now because it popped up on my screen. What do you got to say? Anybody want to say something? Hashtag right now, hashtag NFL, and put it in the chat so I can pull it up. Falcons be in the playoffs this year. Eric Brown said he's going with the Falcons in the playoffs this year. Do you think that's going to happen, guys? Will they make the playoffs? Do you think the Falcons are going to get out there? They got their quarterback, right? They got their quarterback. Boy, whoo, did they pay a lot of money for their boy? They went out there and paid. They got rid of who they had, and they brought in their quarterback, and they also drafted a pretty strong quarterback, right? So how do you feel about that? Who should be your starting quarterback? Should it be your draft pick out there, or what do you think? Should they go with the veteran? Drop it in the chat what you think. Who should be the starting quarterback of your team for the Falcons? Because there's a lot of conversation spiraling around that. Eric, a lot of people are deciding, hey, we should go with our draft pick, or do we go with our guy, our veteran out there? We'll talk about that with Kirk Cousins. Should they start him, or should they go with their guy they brought in and pay a lot of money to as well? But Kirk Cousins got paid so much damn money, it's almost like got to have him in the game regardless of the situation. He's a veteran on the sideline. He's a veteran. He's a coach on the field. Will the Falcons make the playoffs? That's a good conversation as well. And this is part of the live stream as we're getting ready to head out. But listen, leave a message in the chat right now and hashtag if you got something else to say as we get ready to pull it out. We talked about the Kansas City Chiefs. Would they make the Super Bowl? Will they win 3 in a row? They have one hell of an opportunity. I can tell you right now they do. They have an opportunity to win. And I believe Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Pacheco. We didn't even go into Pacheco in the backfield, an explosive running back. With Pacheco, we didn't even go into that, right? Xavier Worthy, they got Rashee Rice, they got Andy Reid at the coaching thing. There is a lot going on, and I just, all I'm saying is the Kansas City Chiefs will be a very, very difficult team to beat, especially when you're led by a guy like this and Patrick Mahomes. The guy's hungry, he's excited, he's young, he's a dual threat, he's motivated, he's running around, he is going crazy out there for the W, and he wants to get another Super Bowl, and he's got his crew, obviously, standing right there. Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. This is a tough team to beat. We got to admit that, right? This is a tough team to beat, tough team to run up in the Super Bowl with, because they're going to show up with all their Swifties as well, and they're going to be rocking, they're going to be loud, and they've been there, and they've done that. So that's part of why that is. And hey, as we get ready to sign off today, let you guys know we're live tonight. We're live tonight for the game, and I got it pulled up on my schedule right here. I believe we're 8:20 tonight. I'm going to be on here early. Guys, don't wait till 8:20 to come to the live stream tonight. We got the Chicago Bears. We got the Kansas City Chiefs live right here tonight. If you haven't seen our live streams at night, a lot of people come in. We have a lot of fun. During last season, the NBA, we had thousands of people at one time in the live stream having a good time. And remember, we spin that wheel. Bang, right there, we spin that wheel. And we give away money every freaking live stream. So listen, if you're ready to make some money tonight, join us. Show up tonight and be there. Don't come at freaking, late into the game. The game starts at 8:20, but for kickoff, I'm here on the platform, I believe roughly around 7:30, 7:45. I'm in here hanging out. So don't forget to type in Brandon Mason Show. It will be live around 7:45. I'll be on here 7:45 in the chat right now. I got to drop it out there for you guys so you guys can make sure that you got it right. Tonight, 7:45. Let me drop it in there right now. Boom, boom, boom. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, for the game, we got the Chiefs, right, versus Bears. And let me tell you something. It's going to be a big-time game. Why? Because you got Caleb Williams. You got your first-round pick, right? They're trying to prove something. You got the Chiefs, who they lost a couple games. They're getting ready to prepare for the NFL season. We are so damn close to the start of this season. I hope you guys are going to be ready to go. And we're getting ready to sign off right now. I greatly appreciate you. If you're going to be in the live stream tonight, put a Y for yes in there right now. If you're going to join us, there is going to be a lot of people tonight hanging out with us for our live show, play-by-plays. And remember, when we're spinning that wheel, it is luck of the draw. We spin it and you get paid. If you make some money, great for you. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I just spin that damn thing and I got a lot on there. I see 20s, I see 10s, I see free spins, free passes, $100 spins. And if you get free pass, you get to pick somebody and give away some money. That's fun. And if you get free spin, you got an opportunity to spin again. And if you get free spin twice, you win a free Xbox or PlayStation. It goes right to your house. And we had someone win an Xbox last week. I said, listen, you have an opportunity right now. You could spin right now and just go for green. If you get green, you get an Xbox. If you get anything else, you don't get nothing. I'll give you one spin instead of doing the free pass double. This guy said, I'm going for the freaking, and this guy hits it. I never seen luck like that in my life. It's like my mom goes to bingo and plays bingo, and then she wins bingo all the time. I played 5 times, lost 5 straight times. Wasn't worth it for me. For her, apparently she wins all the time. So somebody's cheating the system somewhere is all I'm saying, right? How did she do it? How did this guy come on the live stream and spin and hit green right away? And Mile High, we freaking appreciate you, man.
Smoke weed every day.
Mile High, thank you. You're one of our freaking MVPs. You know that. Gifted a membership in the building. Let me see who got the membership. Baffle 91 was just given a freaking membership gifted by Mile High. We got to get that rocking and rolling. And let me tell you something right now. We got to get Richard Mason into the Mason Mob. What are we doing right now? I got to get that. Here, while we're on the platform right now, if you're watching the show and you're live and you're not in the Mason Mob, I'm going to help you out right now. I'm going to go on my platform right now. I'm going to drop the link in the chat and help people join as we become part of our show and you're a sponsor of the show. All our sponsors go to you. As the show is making money and we're building and growing, guess what? You get those sponsors too. We have a tattoo sponsor, Inkaholic, based down here in Miami. That's your sponsor too. You come down here, you get free tattoos. As we bet on sports betting applications, as we get money to give away, I give it to you. I give you all kinds of opportunities, even in fantasy football, everything that we get going, rock and rolling, I give it to you. I just pinned it to the top of the thing there so you guys can see. And I'm also going to end the poll and see what you guys think. A lot of people say Patrick Mahomes will. A lot of people say Patrick Mahomes will not win. The link's at the top. You could join our show and become part of it by joining the Mason Mob. As we get ready to sign off today, I greatly appreciate you. It's Thursday. It's the 22nd. And tonight, we're live for the game. We got Chiefs. We got the Bears right here. And when you show up, you're going to hear the live audio coming through, our soundtrack, everything live from the game. You can mute your TV, put the game on in your house if you have it. If you don't, watch it here. If you do have it, mute your TV, tune into the program here and turn this up because we're watching the game together. If you mute your TV, you can have it on. You can see it at your house. But here, you hang out and you get a live interaction. All the people hanging out for the watch party, we can all communicate. It's a freaking watch party right here tonight. I start the countdown. All the live audio starts at 7:45, and you see my ugly face coming in, having a good time. Be here early because we're going to spin that wheel, and we're giving out some money tonight. And that's the whole part of the show, to have some fun, sports, and entertainment. We cover everything, even into the debates we're going to do. So I will see you guys. Remember, enjoy the rest of your day. Don't rush anywhere. Nothing is worth the aggravation. Just take your time and enjoy it because tomorrow's Friday, heading into the weekend. I'll see you guys soon. I greatly appreciate you guys. Without you guys, it wouldn't happen. We wouldn't have all this shit building. We wouldn't have all that going on. So you guys make this possible. I'll see you guys tonight. Be here 7:45. Open it up and get ready for some fun. See you guys soon.